Greetings, YouTuber. You have entered the world of electrified midweg gaming and streaming. And here is your host, all the way from the internet, Sly88 Fry.
Sup, YouTube? It's your boy, Sly88 Fry. Sup, YouTube? Sly88 Fry here. I decided while recording this React video that I would be sitting right in front of the Rialto movie theater. Rialto Theaters in Sebastopol, California. They used to be close by to where I grew up in Bennett Valley of Santa Rosa, California, but they relocated here to Sebastopol. The one that's over on Summerfield Road across the street from Howarth Park in Santa Rosa has a different name, and it's Independent Films. This is a regular theater. They show, the films you expect to see when theaters were open. Although, ironically, I don't really miss going to the theater because so often you deal with loud-ass people or garbage and disgusting shit everywhere. Anyways, let's get started with this video, which is perfectly fitting for what's going on right now.
Well, a very conciliatory speech. Some of the key words from his speech: science, empathy, concern, truth. Let's just take a look.
Okay.
Science, empathy, truth. Some of the key words from the Trump camp: fake, China, graffiti. I never thought it would be possible to get this excited about Joe Biden winning an election. This is a nail-biter. Slow and sleepy wins the race. I've loved every minute. Days of watching the numbers come in. John King on CNN, what a ledge. Doing all the results for just days. On end, Pennsylvania's
God, that must be annoying.
6 ahead by 1,500 votes. It's like a fucking cattle auctioneer.
Yeah.
Race alert, Hawks County, switching blue, lost by Clinton, Biden up by 5,000 votes, Georgia on a knife edge. You know what I mean? I wonder if he's always in that little studio forever. And when it's all over and we switch over, he just stays there for 4 years going, key rate alert, too close to call Biden up by 0.3% until we tune in 4 years later. And he just hasn't stopped. It's all to play for. By about Thursday, I was tripping my balls off on the minutiae of electoral processes in Georgia. For days, nothing happening for an hour or so, and the page is refreshing itself, and I'm doing it manually anyway in case it helps.
Of course.
It's the fucking numbers. I just love the fucking numbers. And I think that's why Trump has had such a hard time accepting the result, because it involves numbers. Adding
That's
numbers
sad. I don't think that's the reason, but okay.
Too many big numbers. It wasn't
Nice
a
voice.
race, and it should have been. He should have wiped the floor with Trump after 4 years of chaos and lies and imprisonment of multiple high-level Trump officials and dog whistle racism and 250,000 COVID deaths. It should have been easy.
Yeah.
But there's been something quite beautiful about watching Trump's presidency being slowly euthanized by cold, hard numbers and irrefutable facts. Not so
Exactly.
much going out with a bang, but an untrustworthy liquid fart. It's so Trump, isn't it, to shit himself when faced with the truth. For days, I'm marveling at the humble majesty of democracy in action as every vote was counted and Trump just takes a steaming dump over the whole process.
It does, yeah.
Real panic mode. Toys being thrown out of the pram at an unprecedented level. Never before has a teddy bear been launched into orbit by the sheer intensity of a tantrum. Interesting.
Yes.
Isn't it? Global pandemic killing hundreds and thousands of American citizens. It'll go away like a miracle.
Yeah, of course
But when
it
they're
would.
threatening to take away his personal marine helicopter, he springs into action, shouting fraud and fakery at anything he doesn't like the look of.
Yeah,
tweeting
exactly.
demonstrable shit and then going for a round of golf. And it's served him well over the last 4 years. But every tweet he now puts out is an example of when yesterday's news doesn't realise it's yesterday's news.
Exactly.
I am so happy that Trump is so awful in defeat, to watch him finally expose that he really is a despot without any reverence for the machinery of democracy or American values, that he is less a president, more a petulant child. It is so gratifying
True.
to see Republicans slowly walk back 2 steps backwards into the shadows, and those that back up his calls of fraud looking more out of touch with reality by the minute. A joy to watch a mainstream media that for 4 years struggled to call a lie, and allowed Trump to use their platforms to spread those lies, finally call him out for what he is, a liar.
Exactly.
When even Fox News says he's talking divisive, dangerous nonsense at the podium, it's game over. It is so satisfying to see that his legal strategy, or lack thereof, involves a hastily arranged press conference hosted by tiny-dicked rat boy Rudy Giuliani, looking like Danny DeVito's penguin, in a car park next to a funeral director's and a pawn shop. The poetic imagery is almost too much to bear. This is what the end of a Trump presidency looks like. Not an ounce of dignity in sight, and all the better for it. In so many respects, I'd have preferred the Democrats to have easily turned the Senate and have done better in the House, but the fact that Republicans did okay means that people were voting against Donald Trump in this election, but not necessarily against his party. They want to change their president, not their politics. There is much work to be done in that respect.
Yeah, I agree.
Beautiful that they want him gone, that they want a president who won't govern by Twitter, who'll take COVID seriously, or make headway with climate change, who can restore America's reputation on the world stage, a reputation that Trump has left in tatters. Just look at who on the world stage are casting doubt on Biden's win, or who are at least silent on Trump's loss. Far-right Estonian politicians, Bolsonaro, Putin has kept his mouth shut, Erdogan silent. It tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, definitely.
According to Trump, Putin is smart. Bolsonaro is a gentleman.
Putin's very smart.
Imposing state-sanctioned famine on his people, Kim Jong-un also, according to the president, writes beautiful letters. Lovely. Meanwhile, the EU is the US's biggest foe. Canada is slightly delinquent. The World Health Organization is China's puppet.
Yeah.
But he's never been a great judge of character, has he?
No, he hasn't.
Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, nasty woman. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, nasty woman. Alleged child sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell, I wish her well. Bye-bye, dickhead. Bye-bye.
Oh, I wish the news would be like this.
President Trump, apart from on Twitter, of course, but it seems that he's spending most of his time either watching Fox News or on the golf course. If we were being facetious, I guess you could say no change there. The president-elect, however...
Wow, that was awesome to watch. The fact remains, it's incredibly clear that there's no evidence to support any of Trump's claims that there was election fraud. And the only people who believe there is evidence of that are Trump supporters. They're the only people who do. Look, fine, you can try to contest the results and do a recount, but, you know, at the end of the day, the recount is more than likely to show that it was counted fairly and that Biden had won. And even if the DNC cheated like they did in the primaries, pushing Biden above Bernie, the fact remains, I don't think they would have even needed to do so in a general election, even with such a piece of shit like Biden. The fact is, Trump is really that bad. No, I, for one, don't like either of them. I voted Howie Hawkins of the Green Party, and I'm here in California, so my vote literally had no effect on the outcome of the election at all. Biden won California in a landslide like every Democrat has since '92. Anyways, it's just pathetic. Look, I don't like who is replacing him, but I am thankful that he's gone. Hopefully, there'll be a progressive movement that will overcome both the Democrats and Republicans. Seems extremely unlikely. I know for sure it's not going to be the Green Party. My hopes to get them to the 5% needed for federal funding in 2024 was a huge failure. They didn't even... Howie Hawkins, I think, didn't even get 1% of the vote. The Libertarian nominee, Joe Jorgensen, got a lot more votes. So it goes to show that the Libertarian Party is a lot stronger than the Green Party, as a matter of fact. And once again, you vote shamers, the libertarians, they're conservative. So if there was a third party candidate that took away votes this time, it was Joe Jorgensen of the Libertarian Party taking them away from Trump. Not like that really mattered. The numbers are overwhelmingly in favor of the two major party candidates, Biden and Trump, so it still didn't matter. Look, hopefully, it is actually I like the perspective Jonathan Pye put into this. It's actually really nice to see that everybody is now seeing Trump for who he really is, except for his diehard supporters who seem to literally believe everything he says, and they will never stop believing in what he says. They will never stop fighting for what he says, even though he is completely wrong and a flat-out liar. Much like Kamala Harris, the vice president-elect. Check out my two-part You Know What's Bullshit video, part 1, where I actually explain how much of a horrible person Kamala Harris actually is, with actual video evidence of it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell icon to add me notifications. I actually have several other Jonathan Pye React videos that you ought to check out. I also made my own election prediction video last week, exactly a week from today, Monday, the day before the election, and I was right on many states, actually. It's looking like I'll be wrong on a few of them, but I did a pretty good job with my predictions, if I don't say so myself, and you'll like the analysis and what I point out and stuff, too. So anyways, thank you so much for watching.